we all know that President Joe Biden is a joke, the unimpressive geriatric president of the United States, who's 9 times out of 10 incoherent and mind-numbing. He couldn't even remember to get off his bike without falling over. But what about the joke that is Kamala Harris, the vice president? Someone her own party didn't want during the Democratic presidential primaries. She was one of the first to withdraw her nomination back in 2019. She had no support, but chosen to be Biden's running mate. She was propelled into the limelight again. She was the darling of the left. In a world where it's all about identity politics and ticking boxes, Harris, remember, was on the cover of Vogue magazine and paraded constantly as Biden's heir apparent. The Democrats were keen to show an exciting, younger, next-generation presidential candidate next to the ageing president. It was meant to be Kamala Harris. Well, the shine has worn off. The Democratic Party now admit to the, quote, Kamala problem. That is, she just isn't popular with the public. She was proven to be a political lightweight when the hopeless Biden assigned her to manage and clean up the southern border crisis, where thousands of illegal migrants were arriving, producing a total collapse in law and order. She didn't even bother visiting the border until the media pressure was so intense that she finally paid it a visit to see the problem firsthand. Many in the Democratic Party feel she is not living up to her responsibilities as vice president, but her defenders say she's unable to do much, as she's always required in the Senate to cast her tie-breaking vote. That's because no party has a majority in the Senate. Out of the 100 seats, it's 50-50, with the vice president constitutionally able to cast a tie-breaking vote. But many insiders believe there is no going back for Kamala Harris. In other words, she can forget the automatic endorsement for the top job post-Biden, which she thought she'd secure. And apparently there's no love lost between Harris and the First Lady Jill Biden. And this is because during the primaries, Harris criticised Joe Biden's record on race. And it raises a good point, doesn't it, which I've always found to be peculiar about this arrangement. How are the public meant to believe that Harris was the best person suited for the job of vice president and that she's totally on board with the Biden presidency when, for months during the primaries, she would attack Biden on stage? Her insults towards him are a matter of public record. How can you then team up with him a few months afterwards and declare you're a united front? The answer is you can't. On April 16, in a list of the top Democratic presidential candidates for 2024, the Washington Post ranked the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, second behind Biden, but ahead of third-placed Harris. Even in her home state of California, she's persona non grata. So the Biden-Harris wheels are falling off. It's a sorry story for the leader of the world's democracies. And come the midterm elections in November, it'll be clear that the Democratic Party is leaderless. Biden and Harris are both for the political scrap heap. Buttigieg may be their only hope.